the #1 rated chair rollator available on the market. It's from Drive Medical. Every time we present this, hundreds of you pick it up. I'm so excited because it has so many features that are gonna make your life easy. Listen, I got a mom who's in her 80s. I'm not gonna say how old because she gets mad, but she's in her 80s and she uses one of these things. And I'll tell you, there is a huge difference between the good ones and the crappy ones. This is a really, really good one. Everything you need, including the footrest. My mom had one for 2 years, no footrest. She was dragging her feet around all over the place. It was ridiculous. The braking system is amazing. The storage on it is great. It all folds up. It goes right into the back seat of your car. It's lightweight. Matt Peters is gonna be here. He's a registered nurse. He's gonna show you how easy it is to incorporate that into your life. So that'll be coming up a little bit later. Let me just get my new information here for you in this hour. This hour is also called Problem Solvers. My name's Guy. It's good to be here with you. Yvette Lopez is here to my right.
Hello.
And I am just gonna bring you right out.
Thank you.
Because I could talk all day about this thing, but what do I always say about Miss Yvette? She brings things to your life that everybody needs that are really, really cool, but aren't really expensive. And this Battery Pro, you know I bought this. This is the first thing I bought from you.
Yeah. Oh, good. Good.
Because I had batteries all over the house and I didn't know whether they were charged up. I was trying to hide them over there. Danny with his dang gaming systems. Every time I have the little, the candles that need batteries, all that stuff. But I never had a place to organize and store them and also keep track on the ones that were good or bad. This is called the Battery Pro. And I am telling you, best $20 you will ever spend that's gonna make you so happy. Huge customer pick, over 190 out of 220, 197 out of 220 said it was perfect. It holds all sizes of batteries. It has a battery tester built inside, and the whole thing folds up like a little carrying case, so when you need batteries, go to the Battery Pro. What a great item.
It's in my Vanna White stuff.
You were amazing.
It's exactly what you said.
How many times do you need like a triple A's or double A's and you're like, I don't have two, I have two double A's and I only have one triple A. There's some over in that drawer, this drawer, everything right here.
That's the question I was gonna ask you. If you had to go get those C's for your flashlight, where would you go? Maybe in the junk drawer in the kitchen, in the box in the basement, in the container in the garage. Don't feel bad. That's how most of us were, honestly. That's how I was until I started to use this organizer. So what this is gonna do for you is it is gonna give your batteries a home. Not only a home, but a proper home. And reason being, first we'll go ahead and take a look at it. Obviously you see that there's a clear case here. And then inside it is gonna hold up to 100 batteries. You're gonna have 52 slots for your double A's, which tend to be your most used, then 30 for your triple A's, 6 for your D's, 8 for your C's, 4 for your 9 volts, which I love because to me that means a smoke detector, garage door opener, and then here's your tester. And then you even have a slot right underneath for any button cell batteries that you might have. So the reason that I said this is a proper home is because there are do's and don'ts to storing batteries. Let me just go through those for you because they're really very important, and a lot of you out there, like myself, really did not know this. First of all, on your batteries, you have these contact areas. Those are called terminal areas. And if those terminals are dusty or full of debris, they are not gonna have, your battery's not gonna have the same capacity as it would otherwise. Also, those areas, if they come in contact with metal objects, which if you have them rolling around in a junk drawer, this is also what you have in there. If they come in contact with metal objects, Guy, did you know that your battery could short circuit and leak and rupture? You know, sometimes you find that old battery in the corner and it's rusted and it has the yucky stuff leaking out. That's why it's probably come in contact with a metal object. Now also, different size batteries and different
So you got big old flashlight batteries.
Different brands of batteries should not touch because all batteries charge, but they charge differently. If they touch, again, you can lose the capacity of your battery at the least, and on the worst end, they could leak or they could rupture. Now, a lot of people really didn't know that. So when maybe you throw your batteries in a box all together, you're like, okay, I have my batteries. But if they're all touching one another, that is no good. So you're really not getting the life of your batteries that you should. Here you can see how it fits right in a drawer. That's how I keep mine.
Look at how many batteries.
And there it is. You can fill it up. And then what's so great about this is you always know where your batteries are. So, okay, for emergency for you might be that your remote all of a sudden stops working and you need a battery. You know exactly where to go. And I'm gonna show you what you just saw there is the tester. The tester is pretty important that you get that too, because watch how easy this is. Now, this tester doesn't need batteries. I'm gonna put a D in here. You slide it in, and you can see if it's on the green, it's good. If this is a bad battery, you want to get rid of it, because that also will affect your new batteries, and then you have a false sense of having batteries.
Right, nobody wants that.
You can even test a 9-volt. Right on the side, there's a place to test your 9-volt. Let me turn it over. Ooh, this one might be, that one's not a good one. I think I put that in there on purpose to see that. But there it is.
There it is.
This one's a good one.
That was actually a really good demo. I'm glad you showed that.
I know, and I knew I'd put that in there. I just forgot.
Well, listen, that's the issue.
That's important.
The issue with batteries is, where are they?
Right.
Why, how many times do you need 3 and you only have 2? Right? And then you're like, oh, I can't believe I gotta go to the store just to buy another 5-pack of these things. You'll always have them in plenty of supply, because the Lord knows they are in demand. My son, Dan, we used to keep them in a big jar.
Right.
And he would have to dump the jar out and pull out whatever ones he needed for his controller for his Xbox. And I'd be like, dude, you need to tell me when we're getting low, because I don't use batteries with the ferocity that you use batteries. And we bought this, and now when I go over, I know exactly what I need because I see what's missing from the slot. This is extremely popular. It sells out every time we bring it in. And I think it's something every single, there's some things that not everybody needs. There are. It's just the way life is, right? You may not need this. Everybody's using a battery for something. And remember, please, when your batteries are dead, get a container somewhere, just a little plastic box, and put your dead batteries in it and bring them to the battery store to recycle them, because they're like forever in a landfill. So you want to be able to do that too. But this allows you to be able to know when you're low, and you get there's like 40 something of the AA slots, like
50.
50. Oh, there's ones on the side. Yep. You have, and the ones that you don't use, the less common nowadays are the larger batteries, but you still may have a big camp lantern. It actually, Jared just said 52 AA is what it says. That's amazing. And you get a tester. The testers are like $10 when you buy them, so that's included.
And I like that the tester has a home, because then you won't lose that either.
Totally.
And I read the reviews because I like to see what you guys really like about this. And one of the things people said over and over again, when I got this home, I tested all of my batteries, and they couldn't believe how many of them actually were no good and they had to get rid of. And they were probably no good because you weren't storing them properly.
Right.
Battery life, in fact, you have some diehards in your hand, the life on those batteries are 10 years. If stored properly, if they're stored properly.
If you need batteries and you want to just kind of do the old two burns with one stone, I got the diehards. These are the best. This is, they're $19.95, but you get 2 of these, right, Jared? For $19.95, or you get 1? A 48. This is only 24. You're going to get 2 of these for $19.95. That's a much better deal than you'll see in the grocery store. I'm just telling you, okay? So you're going to get 2 of these for $20. So for $40, you get a way to store them, 2 giant sleeves, and I guess you can go AA or AAA on these, since these are the most common ones that you would like. But honestly, look at how it doesn't take up a lot of space.
Right.
It clamps shut, so they're not going to spill out, so you can pull it out, and they're always there to be able to be seen. So colors available. There's red, comes in gray, and it comes in white. So you just decide what color you want. But man, what a great idea for a problem that everybody has, which is not only keeping batteries on hand, but knowing when the batteries are still good or not good. And you will know if you got a battery that's halfway there, well, the little indicator will tell you.
It'll tell you, and then get rid of it. And we're actually gonna give you anchors and screws if you wanna hang it up somewhere, that's fine. Or again, you can put it right in a drawer. It has a handle, so maybe if you travel in an RV or go somewhere to a cabin somewhere for a few months, take it with you. You don't have to go buy new batteries. But again, it's a simple solution. But you know what? It really does take care of that small area in your life that you will. There are gonna be times that you have to get a battery. The holidays are coming up, Guy. There's a lot of toys out there. There's a lot of holiday decorations out there. And you're gonna go to decorate and say, oh, I need those batteries for my lights or my little animated objects. And you are gonna know exactly where to go get them. Normally, when my husband would need a battery for, you know, one of his tools or the remote, honey, can you go get a battery? Why? Because he didn't want to search for them because we had no idea where they were. It was a process to find them. Now, we go right to one drawer and we can glance right in here, know exactly where it is. We get our batteries and we're on our way.
If you have this at your house and like maybe friends are over, and you pull this out.
Oh, they love it. They
like,
want one immediately.
They're
will,
like, listen, as
immediately.
disorganized as you may be in every other part of your life,
right,
you will make a big impression on people when you pull this out. They're gonna, I know they're gonna say, what do they say?
Oh,
all right, I have to have one of those.
No,
Where'd you get
that?
Where did you get that?
Well.
When they finally only spent $20, in fact, you don't even have to spend all that. Spend $665, get it home. You're gonna have a great time just putting all the batteries in there.
I know,
and you know what's so funny too? When it's like half full, you'll be totally ready to fill it up again.
You will.
You'll never let it get empty.
Yeah, because, you know, just the other day, and I have to say this, because, you know, with that hurricane out there that was maybe coming towards Florida.
Good point.
I wanted to make sure I had batteries for my flashlights. All I had to do was open my drawer, glance through the cover, and I said, uh-oh, we need C's. That's all it took. One little glance to know I needed to buy more C's. I didn't have to think, well, do I have some in the garage? Do I have some in the drawer? No. Once your batteries have a home, you will know exactly where to look, and you'll know with one glance if you need batteries or not.
So I have reviews on this product. I wanted to read some of them for you. So this one is from Philbs in New York. Finally, a perfect way to organize my batteries. No more junk drawer. Treats for Con PA. You will know exactly where to find every size you need quickly. The battery tester is a great thing to have. This little box makes life easier. I love it. I even have one in Spanish.
Oh, wow.
Esto es muy bueno. Ya tengo todas las baterías bien acomodadas.
Acomodadas. I have all my batteries well accommodated. How about that?
That's fantastic.
That was very good. I'm very impressed.
Well, it's from Mima, and she wrote to me in Spanish.
Good job.
I took Spanish in college, but that was a while ago. But yeah, other than the acomodadas, that's the only one. But esto es bueno.
Well accommodated.
So you will be well accommodated.
Or your batteries will be anyways.
You'll be good to go. You'll always be in charge.
Your batteries will be well organized. They will be fresh. They'll be ready to go. The cover actually keeps them from getting any dirt and debris. You heard me say.
That all hurts them, right? Yeah.
Yes, that's why it's not important. Very important. So remember, batteries are expensive, right? You want to take care of them. You want to have the longest shelf life as possible with them. And really, you just want to know where they are when you need them.
This is the way to do it. Customer pick, everybody, so enjoy it. These are great. We're going to step away from a second. Yvette, you're the best.
I'm coming back.
There she goes. She goes.
Thank you so much. I hope you picked this up.
I'm going to continue with my Spanish theme here. All right, we're coming right back. We have a lot more to show you, more problem solvers. Stick around, be right back.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
Think all remote controls are the same? Think again. Now when you're watching HSN and you see something you want, you can use your remote control to order it. It's fast, it's easy, and it's a safe way to order. With HSN, shop by remote.
Are you ready?
Shop like a VIP with the HSN credit card. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. As an HSN card member, you'll get all kinds of perks like extra flex on jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases all day, every day. Plus VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, and there's no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card.
Hey everybody, welcome back. All right, I have something really exciting to talk to you about. You all know our favorite Debbie Meyer, and she's been protecting the food that's been in your refrigerator with her amazing green boxes and green bags for many, 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 many years and saved you so much money. But knowing Debbie, she said, you know what? What about the stuff that goes in the freezer? Because nobody likes that lousy freezer burn. Or what about things you want to store long term, right? It could be anything that you have to store. What do we need? We need an incredible Genius vacuum sealer. That's what we're offering today. Look at our price. It is $20 off. It is on FlexPay of only $13.32. You're gonna get the countertop sealer. Look at this. Hardly takes up any space. You're gonna get 2 rolls of the bags, and you can make the bags as big or as small as you like, and you use them over and over. We're gonna give you 2 rolls of the bags. If you wanna buy backup bags, I have those as well. But you can buy in bulk. You can put stuff in the freezer. Nobody likes freezer burn. All right, nobody wants their fish to have this little brown stuff on it, or their meat, or their veggies, right? You don't want bugs and things to get in your food. This is a absolute genius solution. And here's the absolute genius that brings it to us. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
I wonder how many millions of dollars you are saving people. No, think about it.
Oh, yes,
With your
absolutely.
green bags and green
Yes.
boxes first. And now a way, because we know that there's a reason that people vacuum seal stuff.
Absolutely, and there's a reason that actually food comes vacuum sealed, certain foods come vacuum
Yeah.
sealed. It's because it keeps out the air and it stops the oxidation. And face it, there's so many things that we can freeze that we don't freeze now.
Right.
I'm gonna show you how to freeze them, why you wanna freeze them, and why you wanna do it in this. This is the Debbie Meyer Genius Vac. Look how tiny this is. This fits, I actually keep it in my drawer, open the drawer, put it on the countertop because it's got suction
It's
cups.
like a thing of foil.
Like
It's
that.
smaller than that.
It looks exactly like a box of foil.
Yeah.
And then you plug it in, put it back in the drawer, and it's done. But that's how small it is. It has the heating elements, it's got push buttons. I'll show you, it's so simple. I think this is the simplest thing to use. You just push it down on the countertop like that, and it stays
Got
put.
little suction cups under
now,
there,
You're
okay.
also gonna get rolls of bags. So now you can make bags any length you want. This is we call it a quart size because of how wide it is. There's also a larger size, which is the gallon size. And I'm gonna pick this up and show you that, look how wide that is. But you can make them any length you want. And I'm gonna demonstrate everything to you, but I wanna talk to you about the real science of food. You know me as the science girl. I keep your stuff fresh in the fridge, fresh on the countertop. Now it's fresh in the freezer. Because what do we do when we buy steak and we throw it in the freezer? You pull it back out, and what do you got? See that permafrost?
That's awful.
That is not just frozen steak. What happens with freezer burn, there's a scientific difference between the meat that isn't freezer burn and freezer burn. Freezer burn is the drawing of the moisture out of the protein, essentially, and freezing it on top. The moisture never goes back in.
Never.
Because that's not living material, like
Right.
your hands. Think chapped hands. In the
Yeah.
wintertime, they get chapped. You put on moisturizer
It's like
to
dead skin.
Exactly. It's, well,
Yeah.
okay,
but
you
I mean,
went there.
that's
Okay.
what it looks like, yeah.
So it never becomes good again. You cannot rehydrate it. You cannot do anything to save it. How do you stop it in the first place? By vacuum sealing it in my Debbie Meyer Genius Vac. That steak is the same age.
Look at that.
Right. Now, what I'm going to do, because the studio is warmer than the
Right.
the
Condensation.
food here.
It's got a little condensation
I'm
on
just
the
wiping
outside,
out-
yeah.
wiping
But it's
off
not on
that.
the inside, it's
No,
on the outside.
It's on the outside.
Yeah.
You can see I can wipe that away. This I cannot wipe away. So there's the difference. That's a lot of money thrown away. Same thing, you talked about fish. Look at this whole piece of salmon. I have to do the same thing because of the condensation. That whole piece of fish, look at the size bag I made. Instead of doing this, look at the ice in there. When you go to the grocery store and you see anything that has ice in it, like these bags of chicken, I went to the store yesterday and I looked at chicken wings. There was more ice in the bag than there were chicken wings. If you see that, do not buy it because that means that meat has already been damaged.
I've
That
seen
is
it a lot
freezer
with
burn.
bags of frozen shrimp here in Florida, right?
Yes,
You look
sir.
inside and the shrimp are coated in snow. Don't buy that.
Don't do that. Buy fresh and do it yourself. Now I'm just going to show you how to make the bag itself. In the extra bags that you buy, it actually comes in a box that has its own cutter. So it's not a sharp cutter, but it's just a cutter so you can
okay, so you
slide
get,
out.
and they stay right in there, you
they
take
can
what you
stay
need.
out and you
Oh,
take
I
out what
love
you need.
that. Okay.
So you cut out the size bag you need, and all you do is this, and I need you to watch here. See this little clip right there? You just slide that under the clip and adjust on the black part because that's the heat sealer, right? Right there. Close it. It says push to seal. It's done. Start the bag. You can walk away and do something else in the meantime, because this is going to go red when it's finished sealing.
And there was
when
nothing
it
in
turns-
that, so it did it very quickly.
So then it's going to go green. It's done. Now, every time you push this button, because every time this machine is closed, it's forming a vacuum, even though there's nothing there. So this button releases the vacuum. You push those again. I have a sealed bag. See
Look
the
at
bottom?
that.
Right there.
Wow.
So now I've got a bag that's ready to be sealed with anything I want. So let's talk about power. Because this demonstration, I think it's silly, but it shows you the power.
It's very effective.
So now here is a can. I'm going to crush it for you. The open end now goes, and you see this cavity right here, the white cavity, my finger's in it?
Mm-hmm.
The bag simply goes, as long as it's over that cavity,
then you're good.
Because that means the vacuum is going to start sealing. Again, push close, start it, wait for the red light to come on, and watch it, as we're doing it, boom, boom, boom. It's crushing as we speak. There are all kinds of things that can be frozen. So you have long-term, see it turn green again?
Mm-hmm.
Release the vacuum. You can actually hear it go whoosh. Open it.
Completely sealed.
Done. And it's a crushed can. And it would continue crushing. I just wanted to let go because we have better things to do with this machine.
We do.
So let's talk about things that are very expensive again. Meat. All right? You want to buy fresh. You talked about the shrimp. Buy fresh. Buy fresh, fresh, fresh. Portion control it. Open it up. All you do is make your own bags. If my husband wants a steak and I want chicken, that's fine, because I do them in individual portion control so that I can actually do that separately. So there's my steak.
Over the edge. Here we go. Push.
Over the edge. I said eggs.
That's okay. You can do eggs too if you want. Crush them. Hard-boiled eggs.
Maybe. Okay, so
Watch.
watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's already sealing the bag. I release the vacuum, open this up, and I have got a vacuum-sealed
Wow.
steak.
Can you see the profile of that, how all the air
Air's
is gone out of there? Look at that.
So I can prevent freezer burn on things like all these proteins, whether it's meat, it's fish, it's chicken, it's those hot dogs. We buy a lot of hot dogs. We have grandchildren.
They're cheaper that way.
So this way, I can actually have enough for the entire weekend in my freezer, put away, and all I did was this. Whoops, I didn't have, Debbie, come on. Boom. I'm doing it backwards and upside down on TV, so it'll be a little easier for you to face the thing. All the air is being pulled out of there immediately as we speak. When you are serious about your food dollar, when you're serious about not wanting wanting to save money, stops throwing away food that you've purchased and made a big investment in, this is the way you do it. Watch that. 1, 2, 3. See, it's sliding together. It's going to start sealing the bag in a second, and that's all you do. You can freeze things like nuts, beans, pasta. I will not pay somebody to actually cut a piece of cheese for me. I buy cheese in a big piece. I actually cut it up before I freeze it so that I can pull this out. I know that's enough for a meal.
Yeah.
I can pull that out.
You can portion it all out what you need.
So all you do
and
is
cheese
you put
gets dry.
Oh,
That's what cheese.
absolutely.
You know your cheese, the corners.
And you know
it gets
what?
kind of nasty.
I don't actually like having to reopen and reseal things that I'm going to use all the time. So I consider this one for your longer term storage. When you're going to put this in the freezer and keep it frozen so that it's ready when you're ready for it, this is a separate way to go. My Debbie Meyer Genius Bag handheld has zip style bags.
Yeah.
So that's for more everyday stuff that you can actually access easily.
A lot of the stuff that we're sealing here, you'll see you buy in bulk and you want to save. It's like when you buy chicken breasts, and for 8 of them, they're half the price than to buy 2 of them.
Right. Now, there is a
or 4
reason.
of them. So that's why you do it. When you order today, remember, we're going to give you 2 bags, rolls of bags to get started. You can make them as long or as short as you want. You get a wider set of bags and then a little bit smaller depending on what it is you're freezing. We have extras available. When you order the extra, you're gonna get 2 rolls of each. I'll open this
And
up.
they're bigger rolls.
There it is. They're bigger rolls than the one that you get. And then these, you just cut as you pull them out. They have a little slide cutter on top, which is safe, so no exposed blades. You're gonna get a 2-pack of either or both of those to go along with it as well. So that's a great deal, just because you're gonna use them.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much stuff that's free. Everything is actually sealed up in my freezer so that I can reach it. First of all, I can see it. Second of all, you can store things like this.
Yeah.
They take up much less space and you can use your freezer more fully. So again, why do they vacuum seal certain, let's do that. Vacuum seal certain things? Because of this has volatile oils. Coffee will go stale immediately.
Yep.
So why is it vacuum sealed? Because they want to make sure the air doesn't get to it. Let's show you what happens when you take it out. When you take it out, it becomes a soft pile of coffee.
Yeah.
I put it back in the same kind of vacuum seal. I can put that in my freezer. Here's coffee beans. A lot of people buy coffee beans because they want to roast or they want to grind.
I have a grinder, so I buy whole beans just like that.
You want whole beans? Well, whole beans will go stale fast as well. So you keep the air out of them, put them in the freezer, and they're ready for you.
You know what's so funny too is, and a lot of people out there who buy in the clubs get it, but some people still will buy smaller portions just because they don't want to have waste.
Yeah.
Do you realize how much money you save when you buy the bulk sizes? It's ridiculous. I mean, it was just me and Danny. Now he's at college, but I still buy my coffee in the big bag because I'm like, it's like half the price.
Exactly.
But you gotta have a way to seal it, and that's what Debbie is giving you today. Anything that you would put in the freezer, a lot of things that you would have in your cupboards, cabinets, like bulk rice or things, right?
But you know what? So much of this stuff I actually put in the freezer.
Yeah.
First of all, your freezer works more efficiently when it's
Better.
full. Second of all, why not utilize this technology, which is removing the air. This is pulling a real vacuum. They won't let you buy just a couple of these little tortillas. You have to buy the big package.
Trust me.
So I keep
know.
out what I need. I freeze the rest. Whether it's a pizza, little pizzas, here's my brown sugar, the extra, because I don't need all of this out at the same time. Here's pasta. I keep rice, beans. I'm going to move over here with you.
And by the way, if anybody that freezes things like from their garden, it's wonderful to be able to do tomatoes or corn, even herbs. Herbs are amazing when you take the air out. They keep their bright, beautiful color.
However, you know what? If you're going to use herbs, if you're going to have them fresh, you want them fresh. You don't want them vacuum sealed. So keep those in my green bag, my green boxes. And when you want to put something away for future, do it like this and remove the air.
Look at this.
I actually
cold cuts.
I freeze my cold cuts. I freeze because I buy it when it's on sale. I take out what I need. I put that in my refrigerator in one of my bags or boxes, and then I freeze the rest. There's so much you can freeze. You can freeze fruit. You can freeze cheese. You can freeze nuts. You can freeze cold cuts. You can freeze bacon. This is one of the biggest things that people tell me they love being able to freeze. I'm wiping off the condensation again. They want to be able to freeze their bacon. This is how you do it. Do not do it if there is air. Just heat sealing a bag does not change what happens in the freezer.
You know what I love about it? I love the size of this. You know, most of the vacuum sealers on the market are these industrial giant things, which are way more than you need. That's about the size of a roll of foil. If you want it today, it's $20 off our price, okay? It's feature price today. So to get it out there and get some reviews, we put it at $20 off. It's only $13.32.
This is so easy.
You know what? I would be excited. There are so many things I would freeze. So many things.
You know, we were very fortunate. Some people weren't as fortunate, but what I do to prepare for the hurricane season, and in fact, what we did was we sealed up all of our photographs, all of our important papers, and we were able to store them like this
Pictures.
in one box.
I got flooded out once and lost so many pictures about 20 years ago.
That's it.
It was terrible.
Here's something also very interesting. I don't wear silver jewelry a lot, but when I pull it out, it's tarnished. Now I actually vacuum seal it. That jewelry has been in here over 6 months. Not a sign of tarnish. You could do the same thing with your flatware. If you only use it once a year, maybe for holidays.
Sure, why not?
Put a little piece of tissue paper around the sharp points and then vacuum seal it. Again, here's the meat. Look at what you do. That trough down there in the middle, all you do is put the edge of the bag over the trough because you can actually see the vacuum puller right there. So this goes like this. When you are serious about saving money, about extending the life of your produce, your baked goods, your fish, your meats, all your proteins, and you want to freeze because you have one of those deep freezers and you want to fill it up, this is the way you do it. It's simple, it's easy. I spend a few minutes, every time I go to the grocery store, I come home with stuff and I spend a few minutes just doing this because I know what it's going to save me.
Yep.
The light will turn red when it is heat sealing, it's finished vacuuming. When it turns green again, you push the center, push that,
pull it out,
and
you're
look
good to go.
at that beautiful
So
seal.
this will pay for itself very quickly in the amount of money that you'll save on things
is.
you would wind up throwing away. Seal your bags, seal anything that you need, and
Here's-
keep the air out.
We
Bulk
have-
items.
We have a Go kit with all of our
Love it. 657-809 is your item number if you would like that. We got to move on. Debbie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great job.
Enjoy.
Get this while you can. Hey, coming up in just a bit, the Rollator, one of my favorite top items that we have here at HSN. Why? Because, well, my mom's in her 80s, her husband's in her 80s, and I'll tell you, they love their Rollator chair. Why? It's got so many more features than the original ones that we bought for them, including the footrest and all the padded seat and all the storage. It folds up easily. It holds a lot of weight, yet it's super lightweight and portable. We have the great colors, because color matters, because you're going to be wearing this, or running this thing around, so you're going to love that. That is coming up in just a bit. We have it at FlexPay. Is that free shipping today, Jared? It's free shipping. That's fantastic. But I will tell you, there is a difference when you push or roll on the best, and this is it from Drive Medical. That's coming up a little bit later with Matt Peters. So if you want to go ahead and pre-order that, you go right ahead and do so. All right. Where do you want me? Over here? Over there? I'll go over here. All right, here I am. Well, yeah, I had several places I could have gone. Right, Aaron? Aaron will show me where to go.
Open-ended question. Where do you want me?
All right, everybody, welcome back. My name's Guy. This is my friend Aaron Berger.
Good morning.
I got to tell you, this since they have been bringing back at least Antop, which is the #1 brand out there when it comes to antennas anywhere. When they brought these back, it opened up a whole world that a lot of people thought went away. And I'm talking about the world of free TV. A lot of us think the only way we can watch TV is if we're hooked to some cable or this or that or the other thing. But you remember the old days how we used to do it? A little rabbit ear thing, right? I remember up on your house, you had a big antenna up there. That's how we got antenna and TV through the airwaves. Did you know that's all still there? ABC, CBS, NBC, PBS, Univision, all those networks, those main networks have to air free to everybody out there. Because if there was an emergency like we just had with Hurricane Dorian, how would people find out if they didn't have cable? And I'm not telling you to get rid of cable. Cable's great. But you're going to be able to get free TV in any room of your house with this particular antenna, and this is the 2-in-1. This is the indoor-outdoor model, which is going to enable you to get the best reception that we offer, which is 85 miles. That means anything within 85 miles as far as the aerials and the antennas that put out the signal, which is most people in the country, are going to be able to get at least 10, 15, 20, 30 channels and pay nothing for them. My good friend Aaron Berger is here. He's going to go through all the details of this, but I would say this is the best antenna that we offer.
Hands down.
Hands down.
No qualifications there. It is simply the best. And I'll tell you why in a
even
second.
comes with a little how-to on how to get HSN and QVC
That's
no matter
right.
where you
Little
are.
guide.
It shows you where those channels are. But for $119, to be able to, and you never spend anything after that. It's all, this is just free.
Pays for itself in a month.
And you know what a lot of people do? Maybe they have cable in their main room, but they have like a game room or a separate room or another room, and they're like, I still want to watch TV in there, but I don't want to pay for another box. You don't have to. You can watch the big game, the super game, the big golf tournaments, the college football, because that's all on the main channels that everybody gets.
In fact, 94 out of the top 100 shows in America today,
free.
so whatever it is, The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, the whatever's on TV. I mean, the 94 of the top 100 shows that we as Americans watch, and I love this graphic, by the way, look at what's on your screen. 94 out of the top 100 shows are free, broadcast into your home every single week, but a lot of us are paying for it. Why do we pay for those? They're already free. They're already coming free in our house. You don't have to pay for a service to bring them into your house. And to Guy's point, yes, absolutely. You can use this in a house with cable. You can use this in a house with a dish. You can use it in a house with neither. This can be your only solution because it brings all your local news, all your local sports, all your local weather. Very important point, especially with all the things that are going on. You don't lose your antenna the way you lose cable and the way you lose dish. Those are things that often go quickly, because they're cables, your antenna signal is broadcast through the air. So no matter how bad the weather is, that's still available to you. Let me show you. This is called the Antop 800. It is the big boy. So what do I mean by that? It has the largest and the most powerful reception of any antenna we've ever sold. Antop is the #1 antenna manufacturer in America. This is their best. It also has Smart Boost technology. It is a powered antenna, so you get a much, much, much better signal. My point is, if you've ever thought about an antenna but haven't bought one, you've been like, well, there's a lot. You know, I've seen an antenna I can buy for $90. I've seen a $200 antenna. I've seen them all over the price. Which is the one for me? This is the one that you can be confident. If you buy this one, you have not bought the wrong one. What I mean by that, you've bought the most powerful. And let me tell you this, my friends. Very few people have got an antenna home and thought, I wish I bought a less powerful antenna than the antenna that I wish I had worse. Everybody wants the best and the best reception. Right here.
Well, we find that most people live within 50 to 60 miles of a center of a town.
That's right.
And that is usually where those big projected aerials are that harness the signal and spread it all over the place. So that's why we made it the most powerful for those people that maybe are on the borderline, because the farther you are away, the harder it is to pick up the signal. But when you've got this thing, you got no worries. We get more people talking about the power of this antenna.
Absolutely.
Like some people that tried like the small little leaf style antenna.
That wasn't enough.
They only got 3 or 4 channels.
Well, this also has something called VHF enhancement rods. So if you're in an area where your VHF signals, those are usually your lower signals, are difficult to get, you can screw on these rods and it's even better. Oh, and you see that Smart Boost technology right there. It's just a little dial that lets you dial up the perfect amount of gain on your antenna. This is also what's called omnidirectional, so you don't have to fiddle around with, I said that in the nicest way I could. You don't have to fiddle around with moving the antenna, you know, 3 degrees to the right, 4 degrees to the left, whatever, to get the perfect signal. It spreads out in a signal all around you. Come on, let me show you some stuff on the TV. So you see right now, if you have a newer television, you'll be able to get a guide like this. If you don't, we're actually including an app that you can download on your smartphone or on your tablet that tells you everything that's on TV. It's so nice. It's called My TV 24. So right now, it is, what is it? Friday, right? At 8 o'clock in the morning. Right now, we could watch for free, we could watch the Today Show. Sound familiar? We could watch Leave It to Beaver. Pretty good way to start your morning, I gotta tell you. We could watch Boston Legal for free. We could watch CBS This Morning for free. We could watch McHale's Navy for free. Body of Evidence, Most Daring, Fox 13. Again, local news, local sports, local weather. Fox 13's Good Day Tampa Bay right now. Family Feud, Have Fun with Travel. On and on and on. And in fact, I'm gonna go on down here at HSN. We get about 66 channels. So here we go. Electronic Connection is on right now. In the next hour, we're gonna have some Teeter inversions going on. Roger Teeter's gonna be here. Our friends at QVC, Style Scene is on right now. Yes, HSN and QVC are both broadcast channels as well. You know what else are broadcast channels? This is probably the #1, other than How Do You Hook It Up, which I'm gonna show you in a minute. So easy to do. If you can screw like a hose into a faucet, then you can hook this up. That's all there is to it, is you screw on the little coax. Okay, nothing to it. People ask, what channels can I get? Here's just an example at the bottom. These are the types, you know, everyone's in a little bit different area, but most of us get, and by the way, did you know that the picture you get on your antenna is clearer than the one that you often get through cable or through a dish? Do you know why? When you get your channels through cable or through a dish, that is a compressed signal in order to get it into your house and get it into your box. It is broadcast uncompressed, so many people actually get a better picture. 1080p, even up to 4K if they're broadcasting 4K in your area. We're talking about high definition ABC, high definition NBC, high definition CBS, My TV 24, high definition TBN, Univision, high definition Fox, high definition CW, high definition PBS. Those are the channels we watch. Those are the channels that 94 out of 100 of the top shows in America are on. So if you're doing this morning, I don't know, I have sold electronics for 13 years here. Sold a lot of great product, important product, you know, Viper antivirus, like things you really need to have. I don't think I've ever sold a product that's sort of immediately saves you more money or has the potential to by getting rid of some of the boxes, getting rid of part of the subscriptions that you don't need, than an antenna does. I think that's a really big thing with it. And the simplicity of plugging it into your TV, enjoying local news, local sports, local radio. One other quick thing before I show you how to set it up. In a storm, we've been thinking about this a lot in Florida lately.
What goes out?
While this is a powered antenna, so you plug this into electricity, this is one of the very few, because it's the best of the best, that will also work as what they call a passive antenna. So even if your power is out, so long as you can power your television, this still gets reception, which is also great for RVs, great for camping, great for glamping, great for boats, that kind of thing.
Well, and one of the things that goes out more often than not is cable.
Of course.
And like I said, I am not poo-pooing cable, because I have cable and I have one of these antennas, and I use the antenna for the back room. I have a little workout room back there, and I use it because I want to watch football games and golf tournaments on the big station. So that's what I watch when I'm back there, and I absolutely love it. It's funny because I actually have a smaller unit and antenna, and it gets about 14 or 15 really good channels, which is more than I need. I was really only hoping to get the 3 or 4 big ones, and I got all those very easily. If you have a TV that is probably 10 years old or newer, you more than likely, probably even more than that, you have the input on the back of your TV to plug this into. It's the same thing that you would plug, it's a coaxial cable connection. It's the same thing you would plug in your cable box to. You know, you'll see it. Some have both, right? Where it'll say antenna right on the back of the TV. And as far as what you're watching on the screen here, this is actually produced by the TV, but your TV more than likely will have a similar way to put the antenna signal on the screen. But we're also giving you the 1 year of TV24 listings.
It's so nice. It's called My TV 24.
There it is.
It's super cool. Another thing that we're including is a month of Philo. With Philo, you get all kinds of awesome premium channels that aren't broadcast channels. You know what a lot of people also do? They use this in conjunction with a media streamer. So maybe you have a Roku, or maybe you have a Fire TV.
But you want to watch CBS.
But you want to watch, well, CBS you would watch certainly through your antenna. That's exactly right. You love your streamer, but your streamer doesn't bring you local news, local TV, local channels.
Good point.
This does. So when you put a streamer together with this, you've got a world of entertainment at your fingertips. And there is nothing, this is the biggest key. It's so rare that you buy something, you get it home, and it's not like, oh, and if you want the premium subscription, there is nothing else to buy.
There's no fees.
You plug this into your television. And in fact, I'd love to show you how to do that.
We're going to show you, and let me tell you the offer. Aaron's going to walk over and show you how simple this is to plug in. But let me tell you again what you're getting. Those were the VHF rods that we were talking about that helps you get the lower end channels. Everything is included. Very simple hookup. This is a powered antenna. It's going to give you great signal. We're going to give you, first of all, we're going to give you 40 feet of coaxial cable, okay, so that you can put this anywhere that you need to put this.
This is indoor-outdoor.
Indoors or outdoors. You want to put this outside on the deck, that's fine. It's an indoor-outdoor antenna. And we give you 2 strands of the shorter cable to hook it up to the TV itself. There's your powered unit. There's the rods I was talking about. Aaron is going to show you how simple this is to hook up when you get going. But remember, $24 on FlexPay gets it home. It's $50 off our regular price today. So if you want to get TV without having to pay for anything, if you want to get all the big channels that you love, your local news, your local weather, your local affiliates, right? Your local affiliates is what shows you the football games every Sunday. That's your local affiliate bringing in a national signal, which you can get for nothing. There's no fee, it's no service. Buy the antenna, get the TV.
All the big red carpet shows every year, all the big ball games of all the major sports, those are all on ABC, NBC, CBS. When the Olympics come up, those are always on a major broadcast channel. 94 out of 100 of the top watched television shows every week are on broadcast channels. They're free. They come through the air right now in your house. You just need a great, kind of like a glove to catch them and to put them on your television. I'm gonna show you how this works right now. Okay, this is, one other quick thing. It is an indoor-outdoor antenna. Most people will use it indoor. They'll put it right next to their television. Great. If you want, this can hook up directly to 2 TVs, or you can even plug this in, you know, like the main switcher area where cable comes into your house and then runs through all of the jacks that are in your wall into all your different rooms? You can mount this and use this as your main receiver for the entire, did you know this? For the entire house. and every TV in your house can be powered by this and can all be watching different channels at different times. That's how powerful this is. It's the only whole home solution antenna we offer. Most of us are gonna put it right next to one TV, plug it in with a 5-foot cable, but we include 40 feet of cable if you wanna do more than that. Here's what you do. The antenna is plugged into the power boost, which I'm gonna show you a little video on in just 1 second. You take the one other cable that you got, you plug this into your television and you screw it in to the coaxial cable jack. That's all there is to it, my friends. And in fact, Antop has a toll-free number. It's 1-844-FREE-TV0. You do not have to remember that number. It's coming along with the Antop, so don't worry about writing that down, but it's 844-FREE-TV0, and they can answer any questions you might have about hooking it up. It's really, really simple. Can we show everyone that quick power boost video? Because that little dial-it-up booster, what that does, and I've never seen, it's proprietary to Antop, I've not seen it anywhere else. Antop is the #1 antenna manufacturer in America. We've sold over 60,000 Antops at HSN. With that little dial, you dial up what they call the gain perfectly so that you get perfect, clear, crisp, high definition decision. It goes from your Antop antenna right to that smart boost little dial that you see. And then, as I said, you can power 2 TVs, or if you put this in the main switcher area of your home, you can power every television in your house, all watching different channels at the same time. When we say the best of the best antenna, not only the best manufacturer in America, but also of all the ones they sell, and we've sold probably half a dozen different types and models at HSN, this is the best.
Hey, if I'm gonna do it, this is the one I would get.
Nobody ever got an antenna home and said, I wish I'd got one with a weaker signal. Nobody ever.
I tell you, God's honest truth. So I picked up, when they first came out about a year or two ago, I picked up one here, which was the paper one.
Yep.
I got about 4 or 5 channels.
It's an okay start.
But I didn't get a lot. And it was a lot less money. So I knew what I was getting. This is the one I would go if I wanted to get the channels I wanted to get. And by the way, literally 30 seconds to plug it in and you're good to go. You get plenty of cable so you can put it anywhere, move it around, because you want to find out where your best signal is.
That's right, but with the omnidirectional, you'll find that you'll get a better signal in a lot more places.
Wonderful job, sir.
Always a pleasure, guy. Thanks for having me on the show,
Aaron,
buddy.
have a good weekend.
Thanks, bub.
Hey everybody, you know, a home is a very powerful thing. And do you know, since 2011, HSN Cares has partnered with Habitat for Humanity to help and empower women to build stability and independence. And you can help too by donating using the number on your screen. HSN has been able to create a better future for many Habitat homeowners and their families. I've been out to several of the houses. It's amazing, thanks to the volunteer hours from our team members, and thanks for your generous donations. 100% of the monies that are donated go right through HSN Cares, and they go directly to supporting Habitat for Humanity. If you want to learn more, that's simple. Just go to HSN Cares at hsn.com, check it out, and donate if you can. We have different size donations. We appreciate any and all donations that you can give. All right, we're gonna move on. And I will tell you, something I got, you know, I can't get everything, but I did get this. I got a mama, she's 80, she's in her 80s. I'm not gonna tell you how old she is because she gets mad when I say how old she is, but she's in her 80s, and for about the last 2 or 3 years, she was on a chair and a rollator, and trying to utilize it. And I remember saying to myself, you know, I wish they would design a better one. It's just missing a lot of things. She used to have to lift her feet up because there was no place to even put her feet down on it. I'm like, they should have, like a regular wheelchair, they should have a place to rest her feet. Well, the Drive Medical machine is the best one I've ever seen on the market for the best price ever. This thing truly is the most reliable, the most fully featured, and the most comfortable, and the most portable that you will see. Over 100 5-star reviews on hsn.com. It's a walker and a chair all in one. Beautifully padded seats and backrest, easy to roll, super large wheels, safety lock and release, flip up armrest, and flip down footrest that I was just talking about. It is on sale price today of $159. We're calling it our feature price. It is on FlexPay of only $31.99. I do have it available in
colors. It comes in blue, it comes in burgundy, it comes in that silver gray, and it comes in black.
We've got registered nurse, our buddy Matt Peters here to tell you all about it, and I know Matt has a lot of experience with this type of equipment. Good to see you, buddy.
Nice to see
It's
you.
been a while since I've aired this with you.
It's been too long.
Yeah, and I will tell you, we get, and I'll read some of the reviews later, we get more great response from this, my own family included, for something that truly is just amazing. I mean, it holds up to 300 pounds, yet it weighs, what, about 20 pounds?
20 pounds. And you know what? My dad uses this as well. We talk about this a lot because my dad has limited mobility.
Yeah.
And he struggled with that for years and years. And right now, my dad has the flu. So he's having a little bit even tougher time getting around. And you know what? You want to be safe when you're getting around your house. You don't want to be leaning up against the walls and doing that little game around the house. You want to have something safe, sturdy, and secure. This is a customer pick. And you know what? I want you to read the reviews because you're gonna love it just like the other folks who have purchased this. Drive is the best in the business, and they give you a limited lifetime warranty on this product because they know that when you get your do at home, it's gonna be the best, it's gonna be safe and secure, and please beware of any imitators that you see. Drive is #1 in the business, and they do it the best. And like you said, Guy, this is gonna support up to 300 pounds of weight. It only weighs 20 pounds. That means it's easy to convert from your rolling walker into the transport chair. We're gonna talk about that. Also, it's easy to fold and take with you anywhere, whether it's in the back of a vehicle, if you wanna store it around the house. It's very easy to use. And it all starts from the ground up with these 8-inch wheels. This isn't standard on the industry, everyone, and this is why Drive is so special to me as a registered nurse. Those 8-inch casters are gonna take you everywhere. They're solid wheels. They'll bring you over all sorts of terrain. The way that this strong aluminum frame is designed with those 8-inch wheels, that assures you that you're safe, you're stable, you have a non-rip seat. So I wanna stress that as well. When you have those walkers or those rolling walkers that you take a seat on, you might love it, but they disintegrate over time. Not with Drive Medical. This is a non-rip seat. It's gonna give you a nice 19 or 20 inches of room, so you have plenty of room to sit down and be comfortable. Now, as I move on up here, this has 8 height adjustments. So I'm 6'3". So this will work for me as a rolling walker at 6'3". And also, if I wanna turn around and just take a seat, I can do it like this. All right, I don't need to reverse or convert it into a transport chair. But if I do need my loved ones to give me a push, I can lock these brakes for safety. Again, that's not industry standard either. I want you to take a look at this because if I put my hands on these nice, comfortable, ergonomic hand rests, I can lock the brakes. They're easily within reach. That's a safety issue, and that's important. But you take a look at this backrest, Guy. We've done this before. This is reversible to the other side. So if I want to switch it over here, locks into place just like that. I also have those padded armrests that you were talking about.
Look at that.
Okay. And I have my footrest. That's also adjustable for height. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a seat, and we've done this before, Guy. We talk about how difficult it is, whether it was with your mom or my dad, to push someone in a wheelchair. Tell us about the difference between that and this.
It's unbelievable. First of all, even as the pusher, the grips are super duper comfortable. Matt's a big guy, so he's probably, I would say at least twice the weight of my mom. So we're doing this to prove a point that whether your guy or gal is 100, 150, 200, 250, or 300 pounds, the way to be able to move this about and having the ability to move this so easily, and see how it pivots so easily, it's because of those big giant wheels. I can spin it in a complete circle without getting Matt too dizzy here, and I could park it right where it is. I put the brakes back on, lock him in, and he's not going anywhere. And the best part is when he gets up, and we need to put this in the car, when you see it just folds up and it weighs 20 pounds.
20
It's
pounds.
about half the weight of the one that I had for my mom before,
Yep.
which was to get it in a car was clumsy. This thing is unbelievably easy.
No, it's dynamite. So take a look at that. Excuse me, those brakes lock easily, just like that. They click right into place. safe to get in and out of. Everything's gonna stow for you. So that footrest is gonna be tucked underneath. You can fasten it tight. That pin is what you're gonna pull. You're gonna pull the handle inside. We're gonna show you all the storage. And look how easy it is at 20 pounds to get it in the back of the vehicle.
It's the best.
This is good too, Guy, because when you have limited mobility, you want a comfortable seat, you want a transport chair. You saw how even me at 230 pounds, you're taking the burden off your loved ones to give them a push for a short or long distance, because the Duet does the work with this design. It supports up to 300 pounds. It does the work. It takes the burden off your loved ones to give you a push. And I can nimbly just move around, have a conversation with you at home or you over here, Guy, and just by moving my feet around, I don't have to, you know, be stuck in a chair. I'm very mobile.
He can stow the little footrest. See, the one that my mom had originally, there was no footrest. So essentially it was really just kind of like a what I would call a crawling chair, because she would use her feet to move around. But then when you wanted to push her, she literally had to lift her feet up in the air. And that's hard to do for long periods of time. You don't have to do that with this, because you have the armrests that fold back and retract. You have the leg rest that actually folds back, and the whole thing will get you from point A to point B. I love it because you can scooch it right up to your bed, get into your bed easily, get out to where you need to go. It doesn't have a giant wide frame that makes it difficult to get in and around corners or into doors. It's easy for that. And look at how close you can get up to wherever it is that you need to go to. It is that simple. It is so comfortable. Most people just sit in it. They don't even try to go to another chair. So if you're in a facility, an adult living facility, and you want to go to dinner, just scooch it right up to the dining room table. There's no reason to even get out, because it's that comfortable, and it holds you upright with that nice padded bar on the back too.
Yeah, and we talked about safety, we talked about security and stability. What you just saw there was the convenience and the practicality of your Duet. So around the house, it's very easy to get around. It has a wide seat for you, but a narrow frame, so that you're gonna be able to bring that in between those narrow doorways. It's not gonna be a problem. At only 20 pounds, when you go over the little door jams, the carpets, things like that, you can kind of give it a little lift. It's easy to maneuver. And you know what? Those wheels aren't gonna scuff up your floors at home. I've had that question from a lot of you, and it's not gonna happen, because these are non-skid wheels. So if you have your expensive flooring at home, you don't need to worry about that.
Right.
That's why this is such a practical solution you're gonna use every day, but you're gonna use it from morning to night, and it's gonna be your go-to. It actually becomes an extension of you, because mobility is not missing out on those things that you love with your family and your friends, and all of those events that you say no to. With the Duet, once you get this home, very little assembly, you're not gonna have to say no anymore.
So right on what you just said, there's DroArc 532 from Texas said, we just received this item for my elderly father. He loves it. He was actually able to go out and see the 4th of July parade.
Beautiful.
So that's just what we're talking about. This is Shipwreck from Tennessee. Provides stability, easy to turn, and can be converted into a chair in just minutes. What a super great product. This is Catbug, Ohio. Easy to set up, easy to use. It helped my mobility so much. I'd give it a 10-star review if I could. Light and easy pushes very easily, very comfortable. I've gotten so many positive comments. And then finally, I love this little helper. It runs so smooth, and it gets me around even when I'm inside the house. So it goes on and on and on. Here's one of those little trouble spots you can have with the traditional rollator out there that you're not gonna have with this. Because my mom, who is in her 80s, can even lift this a little bit to get it up when she needs to get it up over a little thing. A lot of them are 30, 40 pounds. They're too hard. This is only 20 pounds, yet it'll hold up to 300 pounds. It's very solid tubular steel. They're painted in beautiful colors. Again, if you want it in the red, it's kind of a burgundy. We have that available. The blue is always one of the hot colors, because people are like, you know, I'm gonna be out in public. I want it to look nice. It comes in this kind of a pewter silver gray color, and then finally it comes in black. Matt told you about the seats and how everything adjusts, how everything breaks down. I even love that what the company did is they made the little areas where you adjust it. They put colored knobs on there, like red knobs, so you know to pull that to fold it.
Yeah, and it's a good little reminder. So I'm gonna show you how to do that live here. So if I lift up this seat, again, non-rip seat, so it's not gonna weatherize on you, I'm gonna tip this toward you so you can see all of the room that you have in here for storage. So you're also gonna have a red handle in there. That corresponds with that red safety pin, just like you were talking about, guys. So I'm gonna put this back flat, and I'm gonna take a little tug on that red handle inside and also on this safety pin here. And take a look at that. That's all you have to do. Now what it's gonna do is it's gonna lock in that closed position, so I can't just push it open. That's a safety issue. Now, once I release it and put it flat like that into an open position, it's also locked in this position as well, because the last thing you want is that safety issue of it opening or closing when you don't intend for that to happen. So Drive has really thought about everything. I wanna stress, when you do get it home, they give you that limited lifetime warranty for Drive. It's a customer pick, and also you're not gonna have to assemble a bunch of things. It's tool-free assembly.
Love it.
So you're only gonna have to slide those ergonomic handrails and handrests down in, adjust them where it's appropriate for you, and this is going to be one of those things that you can modify in different positions, leg rest down, hand rest up, any position that you like, you're gonna use it all the time.
You know, we had our choice of bringing in several different types, and this was the one that we chose because we said, you know what? This hits on all the bells and whistles. It gives everybody what they need. And really, Matt knows this better than anybody. It's about getting your independence back. It's about feeling that you can still go to the park. I can still go to the pool. I can still go and see my kids at the game. I can still go to see the 4th of July fireworks. That's what it's all about. Remember, it's only $31.99 to get it home. That's a little thing we call flex pay. We divide the price up to make it more affordable for you. It also gives you sort of less money up front to try it. You have 30 days to wheel this around or walk it around, and I am telling you, you're gonna love it. And not only will the people who are in it love it, but the people that are actually pushing their wonderful parents or grandparents or whoever might be infirm for whatever reason, it's so easy on the person that actually has to push as well, because you have that adjustable height, because sometimes you're the one that's at the controls. It's really, really a great deal. Shipping and handling is absolutely free. I read you the reviews. I would grab it if I could. Try it out for a month. If you don't love it, you can always send it back, but there's a reason that it is such a highly rated customer pick with mostly 5-star reviews. Matt Peters, as always, good to see you.
My pleasure.
Say hi to Pops for me. Say hi to your dad.
You're saying hi to him right now.
There he is right there saying hi to Dad. Hope you feel better. Stick around because Alice is coming your way next. She looks fantastic and she's got wonderful products for you to shop with her. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early, with Saturday Blend.